Jermall Charlo versus Dmitrii Bivol. Who do y'all think would win in a fight between these two fighters if they fight this year, 2022? Now, the reason why I bring up this topic is because, as we all know, Dmitrii Bivol has a big fight coming up against Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo has decided to sign the deal with the Zone, a three-fight deal with the Zone, to fight Bivol this coming weekend on the 7th of May, to fight Triple G in September, and to fight another time in December, instead of fighting Charlo and Benavidez with the Showtime deal. And a lot of people are bringing up Bivol, saying he's a bum, this and that Charlo is more of the real deal, that Canelo should fight Charlo because that would be a more competitive fight. So it makes me wonder, if you think Canelo versus Charlo is more competitive than Canelo versus Bivol, who would you pick if they were to fight? Now keep in mind, Charlo fights at 160. He's the current WBC 160-pound champion, the middleweight division. And by the way, he has a fight coming up against Suleski on the 18th of June. Yeah, a lot of people are knocking on Canelo for choosing Bivol, but I mean, look at the level of competition Charlo is fighting. But anyway, Charlo is fighting Suleski in June 18, 2022 to be more exact, over at the Toyota Center. So if he, the 160-pound WBC champion of the world, to fight Dmitrii Bivol, who is the current WBA light heavyweight champion of the world. Let's say, Bivol is not fighting. Let's say Bivol's not fighting Canelo, right? And let's say Charlo ain't fighting Suleski. And somehow in some other world, in some other dimension, Charlo and Bivol are fighting for the 175-pound division. Look at it this way. Remember when Canelo moved up 2 pounds, two weight divisions, to 175, from 160 to 175 to fight Kovalev? Let's look at Charlo moving up to 175 to fight Dmitrii Bivol, jumping 2 weight classes. Does Charlo have what it takes to beat Bivol? Anything is possible in the sport of boxing, but can he actually beat the naturally bigger guy? I say naturally bigger guys because I think they're about the same height, but Bivol is the naturally bigger fighter, considering that he fights at 175 pounds, and Charlo fights at 160. Now, if they were to fight, I'd definitely be leaning towards Bivol. That in and out style of his, the quick footwork for a big guy at 175 pounds. Charlo moving up 15 pounds. Just imagine him adding 15 pounds of muscle. Will he still have that speed? Will he still have that power? He might have that power, but he'll definitely be a lot heavier. And I don't think he can last going 12 rounds with somebody who's more accustomed at this weight, 175 pounds. So, again, the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people think that Charlo would be a more competitive fight for Canelo instead compared to Bivol. So if you think Charlo is a more competitive fight than Bivol, so I'm guessing you think that Charlo can beat Bivol. That's my assumption. Because when you look at it, there isn't really 2 weight divisions. Canelo fights in the middle. If Canelo and Charlo were to fight, Charlo would have to move up to 168. Come on. Anyway, just thought I'd share my thoughts and wonder what you guys are thinking. What do you guys think about a scenario where Charlo and Bivol are fighting each other, and who would win if they were to fight this year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, I'd be going with Bivol, possibly knocking out the naturally smaller Charlo, or decision, at least decision. But We will never know. But hopefully, you never know. Maybe one of these days we might actually see this fight. You never know. Let's say Bivol ends up beating Canelo somehow, and somehow in the future, this is the fight that people want to see, and you never know. I mean, anything's possible in the sport of boxing, right? Anyway, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.